Hi, and thank you for joining me for this week's PPE, our Parsha and Prayer Experience. So this week, Parsha Ki Tisa actually talks about one of the lowest of the lows of the Jewish people. That's right, I'm actually here to discuss the sin of the golden calf, otherwise known as the Chet HaEgel. And there's so many lessons that we can glean from an episode like this in the Torah. And for me, especially as we come out of the holiday of Purim, as we prepare ourselves for the upcoming holiday of Pesach, yes, I dare say the P word, we are getting closer to Pesach day after day. We're now in the 30-day time period, Shloshim Yom Lifnei Chag. We start preparing ourselves for that Chag. And yet we read this Shabbos about the sin of the golden calf. Now, what I understand from this is the following. We make mistakes. We're human. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu expects us to make these mistakes, and He expects us to learn from these mistakes. Well, sometimes we make a mistake so grave, so bad, we err in judgment so bad, that it takes a certain glare, or a certain mentor, or a certain someone to really look us in the eye, and don't even convey that sentence, but make us feel, did you really do what I think you just did? And it's like saying, when a kid to a parent or a parent to a child, I'm not mad, but I'm disappointed. It hurts. It cuts deeper than a knife. Why? Because you broke my trust. You took the very last thing that we held, holding us together, and you threw it to the ground, stomped on it, trampled on it, and took that away from this relationship. That's what happened when Klal Yisrael sinned the sin of the golden calf. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is ready to start a brand new nation all over again. And Moshe Rabbeinu said, you know what? He wanted to make the Jews feel like they understood the gravity of what they did. And he pitches his tent outside the camp, almost as if to say, I need a moment. I need a moment to recompose myself before I begin discussing what Hashem wants to do with you next. Sometimes it's moments like those when the things that aren't said are conveyed the strongest. We need a moment to think. We need a moment to reflect of what just happened. And with that, we understand that the greatest gift that Hashem can actually give us, and that is the gift of teshuvah. Through this, we learn out the 13 attributes of God. We learn out the Hashem Kirachum Mechanun, and we learn out the very concept of doing teshuvah, all through this parsha right here, right now. So there's a very strong lesson to learn, my friends. That is, what are we doing? Is what I'm doing now going to bring me closer to Hashem and build up that trust and build up that relationship? Or what I'm doing right now is going to take away or break down and break apart the bonds that connect me to Hashem? With that, that's some food for thought. Think about that, and Shabbat Shalom. Till next time.